Soon for back up abnormal wicked now just take over champion pussy came like we take us take real wicked kanka as bon I'm in it and there as usual every Wednesday. Like I said, Mama Africa, I'm about to put you in my bosom and take you home. Now pedding. Who do you want to listen to? Who has the sweetest voice? Who has the biggest titties to take you home? Don't go anywhere. Stick with me. I have a lot to offer you today. Then the motivation I'm saying me what the mouth. First, let me tell you say any motivation. I think it's just something that you need to just listen and then yeah, now because me so and then I meet you baby. And it was a man of God. And all say Christianity is like the biggest killer of man. Basically, that was what he was saying. Owie no emphasizes not Christianity. Christianity there a relationship between O and Nyame. A religion in itself. Now, more often than not, no, almost all the time, we typical Christians, 99.9% of the time, we base it solely on the Bible. Solely on the Bible. And majority of Christians, and you need to be called Bible school. And you need to be called Bible school. Into the and as often can the papa of the house, their daddy, akawa sorry no. Majority of the times, that is what we take. And no na ya fat na the boy a bra. Because young kasana young Bible school na nkwa nkotia se nti so fu bi na eba betri. Now, eya na ye refi say Bible no e nipa na twe. E nipa na twe. Bible kra say we are see the bibia besesa na so nyankopon asempe na ensesa. Everything evolves, everything changes. Nyankopon ka say na asempe na ensesa no eno nche say everything in the Bible will not change. Because first and foremost, you have to understand that Bible, you're thrown in a certain time, in a certain era, with different background, different morals, different values, different way of life. That was what they knew at that particular point in time. So sometimes, read the Bible now. I feel like we don't really take like the moral lesson and I say the lesson from it is like we take it literally there. So also say it's fun. Now, yemfa polygamy ade ya obi aka na Bible cry polygamy or Bible mu. Now, so we read the Bible now we show polygamy. You can tell that it was more economical than more it was about sex or love or no, it wasn't. Not the more wives you had, no, not the more kids you have. That means the more land you get. Because first na nkra no ye de omo na no omo ne papa mo do. Enti wo madoso a omo mbebua wo afo doso, usika doso cause hand ne doso. Enti na obehwa ye na normal wo 12, 13 because you need help on the farm. That was like the main source of income. Enti wa wo hwe then asase kakra nipa na e wo wiase kra ye noso. Enti ebusuan ba ko mo to bi ji asase be 30 acres no mo ko mo dia. But me no nya nim say na wiase ne entisa. Right now we are not even buying land. Obi esi there no esi fufu esi so na wato there. So you have just bought some parts in the air. Land na mukra we don't get it. It is said now what one aka Bible say you betimi aye polygamous and Quran say betimi aye sense. Have you thought about the economical part of it? Set then no money a man enya odo nti obi otu ko wari obi fi we no onim no enya ne ho do na ode ba be wari no we will have kids together we'll get more money. Because we are selling more. We are money doors money more. That is one aspect. I mean, there are lots of aspects in the Bible. Ebini say Bible can say women, wives, submit to your husbands. One can say women submit to men. One can say women submit to men. Obi beji manu esiboni. Or say wives submit to husbands. Inti anu nchire say yeti adwuma mu ha na ye nyina ye ha. Na ye nyina ye didi awie we be age be to your classmate so your bent go twin kuku ni hey brother and whether we like to admit it or not I say abeka ye ho oba ne be ma didi kra na say na danfo keke kra so we be ma nti no. But which part of the Bible said that men are more important than women? Which part of the Bible said that obema hu hia chen oba? And even in the marriage system ne kra no And yes, when you change, it's just that our roles are different. Because a member baby will home office or say, you know how stressful the office work is. And then Yanko pon back and say, let's swap it. I will give you a womb. Stay home. Don't go to work. Let the woman go and work and come and give you the money. Most men will tell you that they don't want it. Because believe you me, in the depth of their hearts, they know that what the women do, they can't do half of it. I was reading this thread on Twitter and saying it was about men now. Say, when their wives are not around, what they go through. And somebody was saying that none of you around. Was saying, "Mami ko pataya was saying, "Opa from." And I could see some of our women. They like we're proud, like, hey. But it's true because most of these men, they don't do anything at all because they say why submit to wait of free jumaba on fan and can and nine can you be or nursing color no where you are no way. But he will sit somewhere and say, what do you do? You just give it. It's another person because there's a Bible no nipa into the yankopon or boy no didn't answer it with you. Who said you can't question, you can't ask questions? Who said say unto me nya a dream of your own? And need to not start to say Christianity is a relationship between you and your God. It's who read the Bible now. Now say what's here. Who read the Bible now? Won't say now to us say Papa. Give me understanding. And that's how the Google cry now the Google you get different points of views. If you don't understand the word, then you take the moral lesson at the end story and yet who fan it now fan it no. Because you say you want a religion, it's worrying a lot of people. Then just singer also natural say why she died. So for say or no crack catch and say jai wukunu or say Nyankopon say meanwhile me sure say Nyankopon crack asa. Say Bible say say bema for chipana it's the only way, like it is the only valid point to leave a man. Maybe then now domestic abuse maybe an shada your common then. Because Usha then they used to see women as very fragile creatures. Now you say obadie or you're fragile obadie. It's because not there and then those times not man also no because the roles were spelled out. Oba anye juma oba anye we no obia woni de my lord, like it was the time was different. Bema befawa or show or na akoto asase or ye like it was different. And tinebia na Bible cast those the Bible can say or you fa ukunu anase or you fa wachinku na obetimi jana. Maybe then that was the only like, but you can't tell me say God created you. What's Christianity I say and understand how God loves you as a person. And God will say that somebody is beating you to death. You want to tell me that God wants you to stay in that thing. Then Christianity no or dona Nyankopon say odoye no. What's he saying? So what timu na ye ku na oda so timu. Ah, my sister, my brother, please. Let's all be guided. Let's all be guided. Na yenjai sa time ni so intimate me pinpointing a lot of the things that I heard from the man of, but it made a lot of sense. The next week we'll continue, but and now some yeah, kwaba. So right about now, no, it's a Wednesday, and then you know that yeah, but in some air, but usually in Kedim not for any way for na air, but any day, there are serious matters going on in our country or in our society that we need to address. We need to address. Intiene mia makofa. If you what follow show ni that when we say on our CEOs on our segment, your interview will be about an app. And I am so proud of it. Say Ghana, yeah, yanko Elon Musk, yanko Google. There's a yeah, dear Ghana ni atna say a design adwin who say, hey, how will everybody be safe in this country? And no time me go find a buy. But for then let me introduce all my guests. And I brought another one too because she was a mom. They are all moms. And no time me do mom, but no me ye. And tebi asem no enrera me mu. Say say enrera mu. So I have the CEO for Ava First Decor. wedding, events, parties, bibia, upebia. Obeti me ayam. Ni dini de me bo ana ne bo afu. O se on pen kan din pacho. Mame. Oba kokko. Pacho e fra o say.
From Mami Ekua.
And then Mama Ekua na
Your
by.
fancy.
And in the middle I have Mr. Prince. He's also a producer here in Tino. Yeah. And on my left I have a beautiful Adelaide.
Thank you.
Yes, from the Genesis app. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
She's a mom too, so today I have two moms. Then delving into the story. And you know, mommy be edible to me, dear Muse. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know who to blame. She doesn't know what to do. So I should ask. Now, Obian Church and she's listening. Or say, the bad girl with the 15 years. Why year the Obeya man the money or the Nico International School course. I mean, percent the bunny ebedimu dachi. And as a parent, I say one man is smartphone because a cranny befia usually she's not around. Until for communication near the other. Oh, apparently everybody in front of me is a parent. I'm the only one that's not a parent. Okay, well, the parentos. And mommy say because of measurements, you know, I can't be fair or drive or be fan, but to be able to communicate with my cranny phone. And sometimes I'll be feeling now Canada near there. But in the mornings they see each other, but sometimes I'll be not Canada, so she doesn't bother. Also, that could be or one. Bibi catch and say, when was the last time you checked your child's school? Because and cried the omoya home take a cry. Cried the omoya home take a cry until you have to check on them once in a while. And a teenager so they know that the hormones are rising. So see go through a colony phone who say she's been having intimate conversations with somebody. Or call up the chat. And then or say, hey, yeah, who ye ni? I created 15 years. And then beside Pythagoras story, go be catch. What's he say? And that is a member some. And I will hear what them ha. And I say fracolano, see a fresh colanum, many parents in casa. Call the number. She called only to find out that it is the child's teacher. When the child to offer or their colony phone is free. So they're calling phone a friend. Papa no was a hey baby. Hey.
Hey. Oh wow. Oh my goodness.
It's or say one no call like WhatsApp no call where you know who. Papa ni do not share no say who is not he's my teacher. I say what? Your teacher? Many female teachers will go. A child, a 15-year-old girl. A 15-year-old girl. Now in the heat of the conversation over the phone, or see teacher and say, and you're not crying, I will shout on the And the mother was like, I don't want to use the word she used here, but is everything all right upstairs? Or call through our chat up. We will not, the teacher put it out someday. Or since you're crying, bribe teacher, say, please, you see the beggar I gave you. It is here the beggar, the better, beggar. We are Jacob now. We are used to what on bed twice for food. Beggar. There's a cranny and we show one so he doesn't like his just and no say what? And according to her, the school is a very good school. Only me call for like it was two recommendation. She is shocked. A cool school almost see teacher no, he's a very good teacher. Or them cry or them come be some pass. Then we were like, what is happening? What is happening in our schools, like Yambano schools? Is it from school? Is it from home? Is it from us, you parents? What is it? You really about to delve into the preventive measures. But what is it? If we move parents, do you think say it's parents that are not really paying attention to their children? Because and then most women are career women. Okay, Juma, say, I bet your children are home and you're here. So you're a single mama who is with the kids. So let me ask you, Ava, what do you think is the matter? We are teaching the what can we do, or what are we not doing as parents?
Am I supposed to speak English or
Chi baby, I
maybe I fancy to make a fancy.
patcho you.
Okay. As some no free baby Anna Orba. Baby Orban, neighbor who is Sinto. In this case, no, ebi Sinto ni bi wo ma mene ho, ebi so wo teacher ni ni ho, into men kada as a court or shall be. Obia benyani chefa, abofra no so dem a. Nti ame men kada not a friend then necessarily no a parent no ne Sinto. There be teacher no so ne ze kan. As a teacher, you are committed to safeguarding children. That's my American answer. And it was over, bro. The teacher, Shamabo frame mom. Now, friendly make advances towards you. A teacher, what responsibility now, Bazi? That's my American answer.
Report to the parents or something.
Good. Another say be a headmaster be or you report. Another one can so far, friend. In your own, me ensure that what school in the was it one training school no. Ning na ka that's why it's a safeguarding children. Into able to my guide our friend no one way or the other. The marry ye advances towards me on yet. And I'm so member parents as a mother. Meaning so a single mom another or ye or friend and she has a husband. But members in there make constant checks on your child. Fanizin komo develop an intimacy. Be with a moframano. And moframana wabano. Obetu when you entertain power of you. But oruko school no. So your boarding house, so your hostel, so your day or corner waba, and young kufuna zobe kwa meet one. Obi of your wayward. About the veteran. Also, I'll also say the media. I'm on the phone. Phone is a man. Abaz no smartphone. Ozire. Becca they be your homework no but limited.
Your books.
Your books. And about sister teachers no woman friend and homework I call internet to check. So you're good. It is so rather have a desktop at home, give the child a Wi-Fi, and that's all. One nanny be with fear. More limits, and one limited screen time. In America, there 14 infinite parkour. Obia one chefa. Me who's me? I'm making sense.
Mr. Prince.
Abena, the menu about Kansas here, and I would say I side with her. But then you are into the sense, was it a 50-50 affair? What did I gonna say? Reason being that let's say current parents never on, and I say currently parents never on. Or sorry, machine. The bands are sorry, machine. We dry no. We are as we could disposing of our school. Into no, I would say 85% of intitiano in school. Or no, how much we could was a career woman and I say career man into a kujano our school. The teachers in the entity so I say crano rain and teachers. It didn't say all problems and issues are they share that with their teachers and do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And after that, no time of do fee no crumble. It's late. Time a woman be porn as a man no, and as a father, as a mother no be porn as a parent no, or be do fee no. Cause one yes answer any you. Cause
Because
Obias percent of bank Montessori is international schools. Into know all the good schools. And I want to say education is so very important to the extent say a very paramount in a child's life. And they say one man is education now.
Why are useless? Almost useless. Sorry,
yes,
to society.
Sanity because Uja Oba is a goddamn said then no one man education. 1 year sanity because onya one if you nyansano. Secondly, so onya school nyansano. You get it? Two, I'll say accommodate at the corner of the man and I say at the other man won't be fine so from at the corner into or situations beyond of feel say they see a feature no or a male no ubana bene or baba this of listen or find solace in
building intimacy
intimacy no and a connection into ama of say the bibia ni ono and I knew won't be in can't mommy and say simply because we can mommy that high type no and I say fancy day high well in the 50-50 way affairs na me you buy can parents no yeah I'll say yeah bit disservice to our kids kakra and the best one crown so say yeah come man into almost so it's a bit difficult to come closer to us as parents to share certain what I say issues concerning their personal life with us you know
but Auntie Adelaide, I wanted you to share your point, but based on what he has said, now we're going to come to the app.
Okay.
Or say, now, If the mom is a single mom or a career woman, education is important. Akrani baby oteno. I was so quiet juma. Na computer krana ya beto ama ono yetimi to. So now what the mother can do is to take you to school. Intina what trust still. Obu and the parents the baba might make them go to university woman create best school. Same create hard you fear. So now we have put our trust in you. That's why parents pay huge sums of money. Ya can no grant say ke beto book bi na dey school na ke so yet say Venn diagram na ke trom. But we have entrusted our children into your care. I am coming in there. May school and say I've entrusted the children in your care. Most of the time, no psychopaths they don't have ragged hair, bush way. They don't. I'm on to fister. They're real wicked people. No, I bet once perfect grade score.
Well dressed.
Obema akrana BC na akrana be. But how do we check that morally, a dream this person is strong enough or okay enough or mentally sound to understand that these are children? Age no mwedru no hormones are all over the place. Because Akrebu are ultimately menstruating as early as 9 years. And menstruation and the eggs and all that, they come with its own it is say akola edini trust as a teacher. It's natural. Even akola we are psychology we university. I catch you say in collaboration. Obano don ne papa no. And has a jealous relate like on person name amene papa kasa. Uko social media crowd to me. And it is not love like osa. It is quite as a obano ni kunudo. Oniana it changes. So it is embedded in us. Madam Adelaide, the last time I'm in have a conversation, I told you that like this app thing is really making sense to me. Most genesis happen with the schools account. In this situation, how can your app help the school or the mother?
Okay, thank you for that question. So, in my opinion, no, first of all, no, the excuse now or they must say akwalano na eya ho hye ne fine kusin no. I mean, it's totally false. That's the excuse I wa pe ato hodida. Say in case if this thing should blow up,
go south.
What am I gonna say? Into wakato or say okay, I'll say akwalano didn't ho hye because there's no explanation that will make it okay. Say when you akwalano aye bibi. Apart from that, apart from a child being a child, you are the child's teacher. So you are the child's teacher. You are older than the child. Because when you're older than somebody, you've had an experience the person hasn't had. And so there's something you know that the person doesn't know. Ain't just an excuse. Okay, we free where now say the beba yen app no, how it could probably help in such a situation. Yen app no, such a teacher no, SSL blacklisting a shop. And the blacklisting means say the concerning the misconduct no, it has to be put out there for other schools, other organizations, any search anybody makes concerning this particular individual no. Yehu. Because so what I'm found to say na otia na wo kata so
another school.
Let's say the school says okay go, I don't want a scandal in my school, so would you kokeke I wouldn't put it out there. Obekwa koye will be before it will keep, I mean it will be like what do you call it, just say
cycle. It's just like
it will be a vicious cycle.
Vicious cycle.
Yeah. And such a person is a predator. Is a predator because the way na akwala we ne hu si ye ne fa akwala kitikiti witimi hu ne features are etimi ye wo fe no you to me derive it, whatever feeling now would derive it, you know. Sa no kone nam baby na sa akwala ne ye kitikiti said then ne to shake kitu e I mean, you know, he's going to do it again regardless.
Yeah.
So we offer, the opportunity for you to be able to blacklist such a person. Any organization or also our accounts your platform so search it teacher we are obe who say oh we dey ni suban no.
Oh
yes.
Oh
Yes.
Oh.
I mean,
Very good one.
who ya na we who say just say akwa we
Or a pervert.
or your
Yes.
or a predator who diagra just say mo girls no wo school mo ho nyina or nyom be ye chinga.
Oh no.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Now back to Eva, back to the year king. Now let's come to parents and the children. Say oh yeah parent. Me say I grew up in a mission house. You will not believe my sister. I grew up in a mission house. Yeah, morning devotion every day. Every day. Like sound home. Let me feel yentie nyuma your gospel. Because school an empty street. Let me throw an empty house. Let me see.
My goodness.
Let me see.
Involving that.
Storm me so fast. Start the problem names a gospel song. Is there anything a parent can like? Is there a I guarantee that with this way dear I on say. Like what do we do to prevent our children from spoiling? Because it's getting out of hand. Like no good role models in schools. Social media is a whole different but what do we do as parents? Rebecca say, is that a man? Yeah. What can you do?
Me mama candidate as parents be anywhere sabi obewo abofra ozene baba wiase na wa academic hwe mama ba why then was say parents be out there they are trying their best a better time abofra no na yenyi yeze yesu nya men entertain na was entertain but at some point in time we will grow we'll go into the adolescent phase, the teenage, then the adulthood. If you're adolescent, now go JHS. Teenager or high school. High school, no. I always say there, hey, parents play a major role in our life, talking about discipline and how, like, yebe jina pempen subi. But, mama kamesuma Canada, ojina yanso so mo from an ahendo. As an American, from just like you saying, mission house. But where you can see then, echo school ne who nyama be as whom born nyama be home at American asa. And as parents be are trying the best. Double raising it by ye. But ojina yanso mo from anado. But I'm so much parents in the day. Kodo na one wa bofrano do. Abofra baby ani wo be jan we dictate my parents no. Experience our parents na no onye bi no no wa ba dictate am aya mezinfanto kakra we parent go to functions with our children but when the parent be one neba no na you see me I won't tolerate that aya bofraba ekofie if you will fear how we behave e wa aboa so you should be checked enya de na wutiri me odo na one my na ereko na junior the more time na sister the more time no make sure that oba na eden ero bono do okay o super bon me nyin na me ma me ka se mi je what say papa bi oye den okofa se kan o se do ziza agre na unfortunately se kan ye den o twa ne nsa onyi ni no na okoshin ne ma me de why the metambe no why short na ne ma me se na se kan riza agre na me hwe o ma adi meje ebosu ewa in his adult stage no ni bofu we bisa ne ma me de ma nti say je na musunya nche obeden afra no eji no so obeden nti as parents na meka de wo ba odu ahen memeti hai me nyin ma wo but me come ma me ni fia I'm still under me ma me puya me come ma me fia na me koye juma obefrem madam achare Gasha ma'am, I dare not question her. Me ma America sir, I dare not talk back. There are still parents like that. Mo from us so to more resist the mazen. I won't go to more resist the man. Into I make sure as parents no matter what, we better go away that sian and sian wo. Into our rules and regulations with you. Man not to.
Mr. Prince.
I would say Abuna quite a bit sure say your man say no. I'll say one a grace in Bible. say in Paibora family no more. It helps.
Na so if say e bon pa e ma yigina wo. Ya sha so me pese we boss of bi adi. Ahwe ni be ya ogina social media na then na dey da so. Na o chi na o sheki ne to. Papa is so preachy or you do obey bia. Should you cry ya?
You can we know ya dream but in Paibon say Bible say mom pa ya am reho da. It head dey am Paibon dey be cause wa abo. Head dey dakro obey obeti is free. But the bigger picture too is bent on we the parents. Who say parents we should do more. Me for instance, growing up no, my dad or mom randomly no go through a stuff into onim stuff or what amount. Into idea or no what amount.
Shut up for baby self so now.
There are times we need now. Now they say kids need now because I have 5 siblings. If I'm included that we are 5. I'm the only male. The man 4. I'm the only guy. I'm the last child too as well. You know. Or they'll sit us down. You put be our backs. Me, I say go through stuff. Especially girls, no. I'm papa issues with one. Not to say, you get it. It's a man. You are straight in the way you do things. And now on a Sunday, you dare not say password.
Yeah.
You dare not. Because also on the wall, on our show, so you dare not. And I say, be where we are now. So we don't go bupa. Hey, smash it, bro. Yeah. But I saw that kids no more maybe around the time.
You feel like why?
But growing up now, I learned or I saw say abuame. It is today I'm the shy type. I didn't say me jina bontina menu be the ye say man on hardly would you see me doing that. It even a real one must bring in a raw real. You get it? It be why because oh make no dey. Oka chen say oni oba bi teju kuma minjini. Oka chen so mi kuru kun to kwa minjini. Oka so okuru mi hu na so ofre so obeko ha because e dey minjini.
Who's often from ban home?
Hey, that's what she tell you. Okay, minjini. You get it? You know, as parents, there are lots of work to be done. Now, abuama kids, young wayward. And just you can't see a journey in Amman Paibo, Yamede with tea and Bible, but as Nippon so no own free show for answers, but Yana would ensure they will put proper measures in place that would help. Just I mean, I won't say, what's the name, mommy? We need today to buy you, then she'll say, Upia, full without questions. Wasn't Papa say, Obama Quay PR, no, sure, quite so. Maybe I'm a Quabeca Jansen, or by so, Tini, no Babeca Jansen, or so who are Beca Jansen, no problem. But you guys have a Quabeca Jansen.
Now, when you're Beca, I mean, I mean, you cry my wife, I tell you, I'm social media, and I say, the issue, na Michelle, and I want to make you voice.
You see?
Hey, it's me sending me bare voices. I have to hibernate if I listen. Sometimes, Mammy Penny tell me, I'm standing by my phone, I'm yeah, and then I'm like, Mrs. Penny, they say, oh, the man call Abia. You say, don't you get the memo? We are all children here. Don't come and worry me.
What's a proper
We are
parent,
all children here. Don't go to your grandma.
Still in check.
Like, even you cry, you say, yes, you cry, but still now there is this thing. Auntie, sadly, let's take this. Oh, Papa checking my bags money. Now secondary school. There is nobody there. I remember the first day I was going to secondary school because in my home we were many. Milk, me too, and now no sending our pet sadly. When I went to school, first week I'm in the see, it's me come no milk back. You come this having back. I just opened it and I was just eating it. After you laugh from me, I'm like, what is all this? But when you go there, it's like you are in a whole new environment. Even though you are confined, it's like it's a whole new world. Maybe I can say personality will be it's not even from uni. Because uni put there say when you parents go kakra. It's from secondary school. How Obane drew a horn, Mr. Dear Pana, where then where then rooms are created. So what can we possibly?
So, like my sister rightly said, everything stems from the very beginning. The way now we see atite obano, any nyamisem, any fase, yese, and whatnot, no. All that helps, okay? But regardless of all that, no matter what, odu environment other ne peers, ewo okay? And or you're fascinated by certain things. And
that age is your mind.
Exactly. Inti no, na dan for no yes say. Or no, ebi ani mami a chene say, we yes say ya. enkoye papa biasa. You've got to do it this way. Onim sa de no woni chimu. But because na down for ne ya on share down who say bibi blow up and I say bibi no. Na twetwe no. It's called peer pressure.
Yeah.
So then no so say okay, even though this is what mommy has taught me, let me just see what Abna is doing.
Up
Let me
my
and
check.
then in talking about it too, I mean, it shoots certain things into your head, and I mean, it makes it all the more exciting. Into no matter what, no, obetimi your influence. That one you put your the parents. You tell yourself that no matter what, obetimi your influenced. What could save you, Nese? Despite whatever influence na obenyano. Christo in sem bi a watchre no. And na ono mo personal experience amwenya wo fie ebe guide no. Into oye kra na to a certain limit. Oye kra na to a certain limit. And that limitations no and ebetimi aboama ebia, you know, one koto adianimu in the sense say ebe say ni bibia amano. I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah.
So it will basically be the training at home with nyamesem, but then don't ever think say oh nyeda obeye. But then enobeti miyama we susu kakra or ko ebia. Okay, you know what? When you get to school, and from mema enkodi agro, men can tell you stuff that will make you happy, but then they don't. You make the child aware of what the consequences are. Yeah, ebia you won't disown your child, but then obetimi aka impo. You do this, I'll disown you.
Yeah.
But and no just on you.
Shay.
Yeah. But then with limitations. So basically, you know, that's the angle I can come from. On Jai completely.
But with
limitations.
I mean, for me, when you're me were high school, no, you do form 2, and omucha pictures, and madam for be. Let me share short sneaker down. Madam for be short sneaker bar school. Me do ko shabby. I'm so me ko try picture any tank top. Me tree man pencil. I make the way to mo. Me try picture no. Na me referee me home. Say baby e fire ba. Ye ba ezi KO FIE. Me de KO FIE. Me mama say me do fear first bed as one yama basic gate. Obo hwehwem.
wow.
No ko home picture. Na one react instantly. Ahoma china me da no. Madam, sorry. Sena ho. Ofi hemfa. Dem na me de teton. Abena abeya me je no. Sha wo shome no. Emma, me aunties be more what pema sem na za na was sponsor mo school no. Cause me grandmother no raise me. Me mommy wouldn't him. Until I had aunties who were sponsoring me. What the mom one in there say, me the catch one auntie ya.
Ye jawo
I don't know. Share that the following term me ko school no. Na me hunya me bia na ma aka me nwa fom. Peer pressure na enwa obeba o, but ezibo KO FIE. How you react na o parents so bo hu na so be react na wo so ne result o de be film na de be ko school. Me bra me ho ase. Me hu nde he. Me ni baby akọ. At my American asa. Enti me de botebis as na be ye bi entertainment yen na ye be ko as baby be ye bi, but fa adwono to ho. Enti sometimes so gina him as mbesiafo talking about besiaba enizi onye underage. Like oya underage but onye afrabas in infants. Rebecca they be 4 to 7 years. Or 15 years. She's aware of
her body.
Ne bibi ori ye bia. Enti no. Me so do them na me so mo 15 years them ah. Enti as parents no so girl no so retail so ah. Na so she should be fully conscious of ne azibiara ori ye bia no. No hu. E ka so teacher pe. Hey.
Me sure so say ne pe o. Eno eye excuse ah.
The man
or call.
If you na even say wase wo pempo.
Yes.
Mr. Prince said something say because you the parent is not available. What idolize you or they want to pedestal me so because sometimes when you say we used to idolize some of our teachers and then when you come we're like when you're not to the
What was I saying?
what is all this? Well, like it's no say obesi wo pempo.
Or a teacher.
You
Akola
have control over your thoughts.
Oh yeah, like you said, or a teenager. Or a teenager. Maybe on a young funny say, the young funny say, or a latoji baby po. Nan it was Shannon, no so cry. it is up to you to know that this is a child. Now let's go back to secondary school.
Okay.
When we were all in secondary school, we had friends that were dating the teachers. We had teachers that our mates were going to their bungalows.
Yes.
We had night teachers bungalow. I said, it was like there was a whole new spirit. It was like there was this aura there, so heavy. You don't go there till you are probably punished or you have been sent. And as any of students, head just house masters now. But we had students who would go and cook in these teachers' homes, and they would bring it to the dormitories.
It's true.
They'll bring it to the dormitories, and then it's like it's flex.
It's true.
At that age, it's like it's flex. Whilst your mates, their school fathers are students, yours is a whole teacher.
Yeah, my school father a teacher.
A whole teacher, and then it's like we are proud of it. I'm not saying them because of Madam Adelaide by. Now, we have admitted that usa sadwin uye day. Enema like enema who is a flex. Yes, so now when I was young, I used to meet men who said, I want to take care of you, I want to give you money. I didn't need the money. What am I using the money for? But that boy in the school that is flooring and giving me heartbeat, I'm like, oh my God.
Hey, heartbeats.
You see, because then I am what I need then. No, Ebianka be free. Go home and I will be a Bianca. I would have been enticed with the money, but it's can't meet me fan coffee. What talk about me meet me fan coffee? What thought I meet me them? So now, happy. Secondary schools, the government school, because majority of us go to government secondary schools. What do we do about that? Because it's like, I won't say that I know emphatically that abortions my teachers, but we know. We know. We had friends that there was this pharmacist on our junction. Now also on girls but she was going recently he died. May so rest. Sorry, sir. Also on girls but she was going because they come to him for medicine.
Wow.
Yes, and then he made a business out of it.
Yes.
Match catch a teacher. Or don't we don't know say make catch a teacher. It's after the boy no anye mo no ma we do no ko pesika won ho bra. Na fa be shot.
Hey.
Yeah.
So now secondary schools. It's for the government. We say happy bet me like Ebianka e Montessori one in Yanka the headmistress to me the two. Government schools. What do we do about them?
So, regardless of whatever body it is, be it private or government, if I say SDA secondary school, which could be termed as a government school, and yeah, it was a SD or day, OBA accounts, it was your platform.
Okay.
It's an yes, like it's nothing serious.
You go to your Play Store, you go to your App Store. No, I Genesis. Yeah, spelling no. GENESCIS. That's the spelling of our Genesis.
So we are as now they have to focus here points.
Me patch you.
Ashada na mema we now they are summarized.
Me patch you.
God bless.
Inti me person me san spell your app ne di no. GENESCIS.
Okay.
Inti no sir. Ukoshisha Genesis no wo Play Store and now App Store. And honestly, we download it. We download it. Then now you register. We register no. Your baby say in same bia ehia and no ebe boye for certain verification purposes. Ye be say same na enye hu ebi mu ho opeso de ne way sie but we require that information no. Sabe ya yen ye betimi aka say okay concerning more business operations and now concerning more employment processes and I say BB no more authentic. That's for our purpose and we're quite back end. And we are the first stage of the registration. We no we do we hono ni hu so okay dia wa provide any na authentic. Then there's a second stage. As our second stage no hono do business operations better so nya mo staff. I mean you have the opportunity to put your staff on there sort of an employee database for your particular with the staff to so
onya nya hwekra obi a wo so doda enti wo ye bibi no na ya tro
so we misconduct there and no who call blacklist in the side. What am I saying? Yes. But then so when you misconduct are just for database purposes. Yeah, the account side no what I say, and no more loading will be to so now they say be ya so be person home business operations are or share ya no after we have validated it. But so when yes misconduct, we said yeah, then the school is now going to open a case against you, the teacher. Into I don't know that blacklist and a rip file no. Referencing on identity, business and employment. Into school neighbor can the way I will see here concerning or misconduct now why you know in so and so time and whatnot. But bear in mind, say yen so ansana yen ye be masadi na by your live feed no. You have had to admit a police report, and based on no yen so you bet me ejina so I can say yampa.
Yeah, cause if you can now pen
Me be I won't pen asem now.
Now that yeah, I was about to say that obi mpe obi asem.
Very good. Until there has to be a police report. And an answer now so ye de beto so no. Teacher chrono ye be man who say massa. Ye de wo to blacklist.
Obi have who su buy.
Exactly. And yen fancy no cry. Onu the obe campo afa who say, oh, the way no sika say ya kolano na ye den. Even all that is gonna come on our life.
Ya okay na ye be trust so am.
Yen hwehwe mu so ebe den. Ebe ba ye life feed no so. So then obi search ya onim nia school ne kan ye fa teacher ne ho. Onim teacher no the kan ye the excuse or make ye. And then yen so your findings na ya kwa ko hu no.
They get to compare.
Then you make an informed decision because you have the information.
Okay.
Wow. So ladies and gentlemen, Madam Adelaide from the Genesis app.
Thank you.
Pacho more IG and Abibia, then you put it out there.
Pacho, yeah, what Facebook, yeah, what YouTube, yeah, what TikTok. I mean, yeah, what IG so.
All the social.
I mean,
Genesis. Yeah, what Genesis.
Genesis app.
And
Genesis app.
will come. Madam Ava first. Pacho also Odeko no. Can you remove my wine? What kind of decor do you do? Limited to questioning. What type of do you do?
Me so dear me any just 7 kwa.
I won't pay you.
Me a feeling sister. Nti any just saying say private events, birthday parties, wedding, engagements, baby christening, BBR be a corporate event biana. Eba may and come. And a very nice good budget.
Okay. I should be first. So your number and
my number is 050 841 5910.
5910. Okay.
A person whom will IG, a whom will Facebook. I'm over there.
Okay. Actually, Madam Lee, also one more number.
Me pacho me bebo.
Okay.
Intino that's 020.
For the Genesis app.
Yeah, for Genesis app. 020 552 7635.
020552765.
Yes.
And Mr. Prince is our very own producer and he's a pandit. There's a phone number beyond. That's how any. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to bring a honey median BC. Say, if you are parents, please let's monitor our children. Because then crown on my ban. And if you're a grown man or you're a grown woman and a child is harassing you, while checking one dream will say, Usana na penny for be a pair one and say a flex. Couldn't you then I'll dream for more? One got a penny, you know a penny money. It be age, I don't know, you say. And think about the consequences. Say, what could school over years? Just I build a career. Now I'm a sukonu maybe a crakutu Ababe destroy everything you have built because of 10 seconds or probably 20 minutes of pleasure. Now you are going to lose your whole life. Ubedemunso. Ebi I just say anchi we choose our ubedemu. Now one year lucky soon as a parent no. Parents need be an editorial moves be man was gonna akopata. Now one year lucky na say ni papa will be on. Was ubeda rebound be 50 years. Now wa shall sema where people home. So let's all be guided. Why? Let's all be young crowns, young too. If you are a child and you are listening to me, share. When I was young, they used to tell me so many things that I didn't think would happen. Who suddenly catch you say, hey, in them way, a bit flow. you count. You think, yeah, for me, I have been by myself for over 10 years. I don't remember the last time I went to a nightclub. My brain. I am tired. What catch him say me could down on me? I mean, see me. Mean, like, why are we standing here? Why are we dancing? What are we doing here? Why can't we play music in our homes? Boom. A bef no. It's to be a child. Because you have to be a child. Then you know the years being a child is smaller than the years being an adult. So you they be the child. Actually, you have only about approximately 18 years. In the certain households, 21. Let's just say 21 years of being a child. From 21 to say 18, I'll be woo. That one whole is for adulting. Madam, brother, if you know how life is hard, yeah, Papa, this was go could be because the life is hard. You know how life is hard, eh?
Enjoy childhood.
If you know how life is hard, say, oh, sorry, now. We do not be there. You're not a dream. Atari, I'll be saying you're not a dream. Now, what's the one of Nas will be Toma would D. You have no idea what the Lord has done for you. What's one now people not say, that's why. My iPhone was a Mundum corridor lights, Munduma lights, and I'm also
At the same time, no gas.
BCB.
Oh, God, it's me, possible.
Me feel my catch because say no could debut. Because could do to me see just 45 minutes. Yeah, no could debut. I just
Unless you get the pressure cooker.
I just said, sir. And
Also, when you're
A lot of electricity.
you see,
about your near the Jasso.
Pressure cooker.
You'll be a DC
Ga-
Jasso. Maybe
yeah.
the DC Jasso.
Oh.
It doesn't use electricity.
Okay. Boom. It's a turbo car like the adulthood. It's you adults. The adult you adult it.
Johnny.
Time it's one of boom.
And then today I'm so busy. Say, how are you? Have you eaten? You just wasn't to ask you. Have you?
Yeah, and you can't get anybody to ask you.
You can't get anybody.
Let's all, like I said, let us all be guided. And Chebia comes salute what but say how to train and as a raise a stepchild. Yeah, Kwaba.
People of the world, I've been singing my little song. Raise up your voice, shout so loud and clear, and send out the message to the leaders of the world. Peace, love, on this earth, on its own. Peace, love, on this earth. Peace, love, on this earth, on this earth. Peace, love, on this earth, on
abeto to dia me baba no ho ade no hwem so betumi a asew na obeka ya jontuma miensa duku potomanto this way chocolate drink na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ni a this way chocolate drink na kan sia asew udan kawanu ntumu ho me be mo anu nso hye kura de aka ho wo hade wapi ho o ka sa batete eda fom ho
this way chocolate drink
kracha be pay baba ware
asew
ye fia say this way chocolate drink ye sori anopa no ne ye nom ye bi she fridge nom no se snack ye nya hoho a no ne ye de serve wo mo ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a this way chocolate drink ne ye nom and this way no ti ano a he se kire wom koko wom prick wom bibia wom ade wo hia ne so hye
this way chocolate drink
de wo hia ani so hye
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mu agye atum se eye
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
All the must see you anymore. No, means I'm coming. See me be wrong. All day, coming with you. No one you want me. Show me on what you see. Don't can you? When you want my shirts and through my Timmy, young can you? Who's so me more? No one knows myself. Bomb in your heart. Lumpanyum, money coño. No Japan, near your partner grow. Mewako, on Jenny, I hope I'm going to mayo. Me go jail, what's that margin? I'm not dead. So what's that get down? Oh, no, me no one that dead. I'm not done. So what's that get down? Me go jail. No, me no one that dead. Oh, la. Not your back, don't me. Oh, la. About that G.
Alu shots afe na waba. Ai late comer. And that's what they jayu. I remember then I'm reaching my breast pocket square. Hey. And then the pocket square no see that's African Prince kakra. Hey, and then they jayu. Counselor, where are you coming from? Counselor, over your neighbor. If you panel members will honorable we say honorable we say afe na waba no.
Abena.
Debe. Afe na waba.
Me free port nebe.
Honorable, I feel we went to quite how many times.
Enter crime sako. Ozana na no de me we na mbae. Counselor doctor ni tina ma me bae.
Counselor doctor me.
Oh, who say about it or doctor is here. But to address him with dignity.
Hey.
Or doctor counselor, reverend doctor counselor. Bakone den fa you say o.
Fa you say. Gaza na ungaza. Casting na fa you say no. Na casting fa you say there.
Abena me problem chebe me ni so abrim. Ghana yeshe. So, the doctor ntina nya the doctor na nka Ghana there.
I think how by say over be share ni honoring
me Kobe.
Oh wow.
Oh yes. Oh wow. Who's a counselor them in the way back na no ba US. When I'm then and I'm here shopping man. Oh no the way. Nano na dem ba ni boto ma emre.
Hey, counselor die oti must $800 a month.
Then.
Oh, was it maybe $800?
Yeah, me feel I'm the renting in Rusa. Be honest here,
counselor.
In Rusa.
Gaza honorable say boy.
Eh me die na come dey ma me
go
ba. Ai. E no be su chere me say you too no. It's man baby nda.
And I man.
Oh them free.
Also $800.
Okobu obi no. Okobu obi nti. O man the budget. Counselor there. Also ntimi nkasa.
No number why di.
Net say dem kan
yan. Over no gbena.
Oni sheka.
Oh, counselor ogbeko na.
Oh,
me meboy.
Oni sheka abna. So. Abna say next week over adwuma.
Aye.
Ameba.
Baby o JMC.
Oh, next week ni baby akomeba. Meba pa.
Next week so we buy nkofa girl bia ho. Ba ha straight. Next week
Abna say.
Obekwa girls on Tuesday.
And me omo friend me.
It's go Tuesday.
Some say meba Wednesday. Into meba no my friend.
O girlfriends who ni group adi omu no magum.
Abna say meba.
Also WhatsApp group.
Me go create be the assembly.
That's all na mo muska. Omo mpo we church you are all my girlfriends if you don't like exit the group. Una mo muska.
Abna Debbie the other way around me pe omo nyina. That's the problem.
We hear that was it. Why? We hear that was it.
Ono ntie radio. Onim ni kunu ntie radio. Na na komate. Onim ni kunu ntie ono ha no ho ntie radio.
But we see next week ujinem.
Oh next week mini baby akọ.
What be announce wa how?
Oh meba. My business partners been ebe from Mako China about my cancel unti.
Is there by your machine or show the bombastic side eye?
Oh, a nice girl. How are you?
There you are.
If you are home, what's your wife?
Who did the beer? You're sure you are Niska, one of a money video.
I am me.
Ye de bia ye show which ye when you
maybe show pen counselor ni.
How's offer no one me boy? Ogbeko na.
Na phone ye abejo for free.
Hey, honor.
Phone ye my problem abejo for free.
Honor bo na man bi. Why?
emu de me ame dia abna who shirt who the shirt
Google
ano pan ba
Tell
wo
me. Me sure who raise the
I'm
color.
raising concern
Original.
original
What's it? Me so na
madam me
muze.
so me shade o de he color no
I Honorable Councillor Bona, original.
Aba abrochi oni baby am de call shopping me de call Gucci or shop Primark Primark ne call US Primark enya London crowd Primark no aka say
Everyone kakra.
US
It's your expensive with our primer.
oh Primark Versace
Maybe this is a Valentine. I am money.
Amani buy ya throw Edward and Amani when you Amani
You
Edward Amani and the shen
Councillor, o find out one mebo
baby oh open say coin me cry diplomatic never na be say ko
What you find that there?
oh abna no oh he me na me o he
Let me say, who Vicky was a Maldives.
Now, oh, here no say.
Oh, say it's a number ni be told ya. Me who say na nye local number. Or friend me so that say
na mrofu gumechi
I'm Rofu good.
Abere mu ango so ntu kwa de nti de obeka we beje.
obi ane ma me ti US
Wo ba meti we no je say na
wa ko aba
wine.
abna onko e
Na say na shine.
Pashe de why e be no be so dem ko be say.
my argument
Pacho baby Edri there, bedroom honorable Mike. Councillor.
Yeah.
Pacho Edru's.
Me da say. Maybe I work on.
Yes, we see it's a continuation, right?
Yeah.
So how do you train your stepchild?
No, how to manage a stepchild.
How to manage that word I keep forgetting because I didn't think we can use that on parents and a child relationship.
It's management.
A counselor said the as a stepmother no ube manage stepchildren
So there are two
management.
things when it comes to parenting. Either you deal with or you manage. Two things. So you didn't come and say, how do you manage a stepchild?
Yeah, how do you manage?
And last week, and to be mad because now a 6 March.
Yes.
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 Say Ghana 67th Independence Day.
Yeah.
Sana
Yes.
Ya sang
Abba.
But I'm say and komono ekone koye. Ade ba ko abdam mboni tew na me nto am nkomodie no. Yeah ma ebusua shedding honorable a wafi mu koyi.
Yeah.
Wafi mu koyi. But if you two ba ko na be say me de man yere. Say grieving the loss must be grieved properly. Within the 5 stages of grieving, one of the things you should know, the first stage, everybody goes through the state of denial.
Yeah.
You go to anger, you go to bargaining, you come to a portion where you want to say, well, reality has set in.
From denial, you go to anger.
Yes. Yeah, you deny, then you go to bargaining. And each of them have their stages in life. Yes.
Then anger.
Yes. You get very angry. Then you see, Minjini say,
Oh.
That kind of thing will come inside. So before you arrive at acceptance, a lot of things will happen. But my pain with her is that the way she is responding to every issue on the internet
surrounding the husband,
somebody should tell her to stop. It is not a sign of a widow. The fact that you know what might have killed your husband doesn't give you the right to speak.
Right?
Yes, she has no right to speak.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I'm using my words well.
Right.
She has not gotten the right to speak.
She doesn't have the right
against any statement that anybody says about the demise of a husband.
Why no?
Remember, the comment is that she has no right to speak.
Yes.
Against any statement that anybody is making around the demise of a husband.
And why not?
She has to remain as a widow in this time, help to go through her grieving stages. Because if you don't take her, in the midst of your worry and hurt, you might say what must not be said. Because as we said, the autopsy report is a private thing that is meant for the family. And if anybody says that Councillor died because of toilet, because of water, because of mango, whatever it is, leave them to be. And as a widow, you don't talk. But I think she's responding to too many nonsense, too many sense and too many issues, especially the one that I chanced on with her, what she said, and Prophet Niger Gazi. Gazi came back to respond.
Yeah.
Okay of her.
Yeah.
It's nasty. It's not good. And if she comes to respond, Niger Gazi might also say something else again. So I want to plead with the family that Unukwa Beshialu, when your husband dies, Unukwa kwa jeshian kedwemo. Naka wala kashiko wubo aywe. Nti no kroni de bia ni sashe de mi femu a otwen. Ontwen na wukunu wo ya onye would right. Nti time ne so ye. The fact that you know that your husband maybe will pass on based on the underlying condition. Whatever anybody says, shut up and focus on the management of the loss of your husband. Because no matter how bad a man is, nobody can replace your husband. As difficult and nasty and foolish as your husband may be to you now, you can't get a replacement. Because whoever you go for might be better than what you have left, or will not be closer to what you have left, or might be what you have wished for and you didn't get. So husbands, that we lose them are difficult. And remember that when a wife dies, it's not so painful like when a husband dies.
But why are you like this? Why do you do this? How is it not as painful? Why? You people that you can't function without your wives. You are saying that when the wife dies.
But it's not difficult for her to get new wives when our wives dies. Because we don't do widowhood rights. It is women who go through widowhood right. Men don't go through it.
But you do some customary.
No, we choose to.
You don't choose to.
No. I can't remember when you're a baller. Tell them that they should do the right thing. Do you know what widowhood right is? Widowhood right is where a woman is lying with her husband and your husband passes. The family will want to observe you for 9 months if you took a seed so that you don't take a baby anywhere. That's all it is. There's nothing about it again. Okay. It's an observation of seeing whether the woman is pregnant. And men don't get pregnant. So when a wife dies, it is not as painful as when a husband dies. Okay. And when you lose your husband, it's difficult for another man to come and marry because they don't know what killed your husband. So mind you, when a woman loses,
but when the wife dies, they don't care about what killed her.
Even at the wakekeeping of your wife, you might have a lovely woman to caress you, kiss you,
and you would allow.
If you don't allow, what is the male organ meant for?
Counselor, at the wakekeeping of your wife, that is why you want to use your male organ.
Even
of all the times you could have used it.
The undertaker of my wife can be a sex mate that night.
No, but your wife is dead, and she didn't.
Let the dead bury their dead. Who is dead?
Ha.
I mean, why do you glorify the dead one? You are a foolish woman to be waiting after a 38-year-old girl. Your husband died when you were 32 by accident, and you are 38 now, joining the widowhood club, begging for alms. You are a stupid woman with no apologies. Bible says that never give to a widow that is not above 60 years. Encourage them to marry. Otherwise, they will become gossipers. Let's not glorify. It's Bible. Let's not glorify widowhood rights. Please. So if your husband dies, it's very painful. So those of you who want to kill your husbands, remember that it will be difficult for you to get somebody else to marry you.
Anyways, well, it's about 2 days.
So
but ginger honey chips by Counselor Luchford Foundation. I am also I just and the foundation for health, for diabetes and asthma. It's in the ginger honey chips. Upe be abeti mi aba. Yeah, reception one. Ebi wo hono. I na obito ginger honey chips na like a co-found like that. Does it say
the process goes to the foundation?
All of it, or some of it?
If you do all of it, then you're not a business person. Because what's the capital that you're using to produce your thing?
Okay, sir. It was just a question. Sir.
No, some of the questions you shouldn't ask.
Yo,
because I'll answer you.
Right.
So my word has gone to the woman. She needs counseling. Stop talking.
She should stop talking.
She shouldn't behave like she knows that the husband will die. It will be difficult for her to marry again if she doesn't stop talking.
Why why with the way she's talking, have you got the impression that it's like she knew that her husband is?
Oh yes. Well, if you are telling us the cause of my husband's death without an autopsy, it means that you know that the thing will kill him.
I say you're real day to me, but I'm not going to worry me. I don't worry me.
Now, you are in a way who are.
Don't worry me.
There be menkasem ware wo.
What's the next one?
Wo be twem bo sume nkunu ama ye hu sa ampa sa wonyima na wonyim so be delay ba me yiri wu na o chena metime anya obi achechire me yire. Amba gu ho amo twem me.
Ah ntu so be ye.
Ma bodam na ka me fa me be ma hya me he.
Yeah.
Stop this hypocrite life you are living. Faithfulness is to you and not to everybody. It's a choice and it's a personal decision. So, madam, shut up.
Faithfulness is a choice.
Abna, when you
Bible lanka.
Bible can say that. Bible
The
can say
Bible didn't say you should, thou shalt not commit adultery. And no saying.
adultery means what?
What for you rechi?
What for when?
We rechi.
Who found the chi? Ono ne na yasin ade go find the chi ana.
Bible can say what do you know? I ask in the corner and no saying.
Faithfulness is to who?
It's to everybody.
No, it's not to everybody.
It's to every married person in the Bible.
No,
Christian is.
I choose to be faithful.
Are you not go to hell for it?
Hell? Why you go to do in hell? Is there any hell?
So the pastor that you are doing, how are you doing it? If there's no heaven and hell, then why are we
No,
doing
is
the
there
pastor?
hell? I'm asking you.
Are you not a pastor? Are you not supposed to be?
No,
Is it
I'm
not in the
asking
Bible?
you. Is there hell?
Yes, the Bible says there is
They
hell.
told you there's hell.
The Bible says
Did
it.
they describe hell for
Yes,
you?
they've described
so you
it
know
in the
how
Bible.
hell is?
Yes.
Are you in hell now or in heaven?
No, we haven't gone there yet. You are
So
never go.
what you are experiencing now and what they told you.
I think I'm somewhere in between.
Thank you very much. So you're already in hell. What are you going to do in heaven?
So you think this one is who to me the Brian Bray? Who to me the
So I'm saying that did they tell you what hell is?
Yes.
And what you are experiencing now
No,
is it
they said
equivalent to?
please, I am not going through fire.
So the thing is not through fire. Have you made requested for both and the application keeps rolling and where you are standing is dangerous before?
Yes.
Does it look like hell? Now you are in hell.
Council, let's manage our stepchildren. We have 7 minutes. I'll see you are here. So we're already there.
If you are waiting to go to heaven, change your mind because a man who doesn't have a son will not go to heaven.
Hey.
There may be our own Bemadan, own Kosra him. What
Our Bible.
Yeah, it's biblical.
You. Yeah, managing stepchildren.
I greet all side chicks. Keep on managing people's husbands because it is a gateway to heaven.
Hey.
Abena,
Counselor.
we're talking about how to manage a side chick.
Yeah.
I think, sorry.
Counselor, only Mike. But your uncle now, Obianti.
I mean, she has side chicks.
You.
And remember that your position as a side chick is as a result of the main wife in the house. Without a wife, you can't be a side chick. So greet them and pray for them that they will continue marrying the man that you are going out with. Otherwise, you
At
cannot be a
also.
side chick. All right. So, stepchildren. Managing stepchildren. We only know they are stepchildren because their mother or their father is not in the marriage.
Yeah.
A stepchild is known by only one parent in the marriage. And from the beginning of the relationship, we have a way we treat these children before we become wives in the house.
Yeah.
How do we treat them before we become wives? For example, Abna is not married and she's coming to visit me and I have a child already. When you are coming, you show the child a lot of pleasantries.
Yeah.
The
top drinks.
What to be our bread? Yamana top bread no say or yoba. And obi any will be sure be but sing on one gasa. Now a pempi no bra ya bread say, ye ba ye pese a jumana ye babe ye wawadi na seno. Young boy a homodin na and colaningi and tum. Yamu bebre nso ye jitu mu se ansa na ye benya asumje wa wade mu no jesi agige abofra no so enti o ba na woni onni ba no utimi gige abofra no so saa o ba na be wo di a na ye se o tan abofra no
because we jan so gige enti ana
because we nya wo di na o gige no so akoye den
ade na won gige ne so
na me wo me ba ani obi ba hwan na de de na ye gige no so
ukunu ba nya oba
nya oba Uknuba enya woba. Keep the statement in your head. Uknuba enya woba. Oyireba enya woba. Ni nyina ye hweso mame.
Ayo.
Eti ya no ba se hweso mame ye se usua se ne hweso. De edi kan. Last 2 weeks me din koma ka che am say answer we bega say we am stepchild. Not just say either say one parent is not present in the marriage circle.
Yeah.
Now answer na enuanu be from say we are stepchildren. Not just abofra na waba ne nye omo papa ba. So you can only refer to a step sibling when the father is not your father.
Those steps are only from maternal side.
So maternal, only your mother's child is your step sibling. Anytime your father has any child out there, that child is not your step. That is your sibling. You can give that person a blood donation when the need arises. So we are saying that immediately a woman decides that there is a certain man that has a child and I still want to go ahead and marry him, or immediately a man decides to marry a certain woman that has a child and still want to marry, the first thing is that make sure that the child has a connection with the father or the father's family. Especially with a woman. Never marry a woman whose child has no connection with who the father is.
And why is that?
Because if you do that, your home will never be peaceful.
Why?
Okay. Abena, you have a child, I want to get married to you. One of the good things that I should know is that I'm not coming to take care of somebody's child. I am coming to take care of you.
Okay, as in a colano or what if the man is no more?
The family should have a connection.
So they must take care of the child.
Or you don't know. The fact that your mother and father are no more doesn't mean there's no family for you. The family is bigger and greater than your father and mother. That is why you don't name children by yourself. Do you get what I'm coming from?
Yeah.
People think she's pregnant. She's not. Because this one, when she's pregnant, she doesn't salivate. Thanks for the message.
Okay, let's go.
So what I'm saying is very simple. That first thing you want to do is that if you're a young lady listening to me right now on radio or watching me on Facebook and you have a child and still you want to have a husband in your life, make sure you are not looking for a father figure for the child, but you're looking for a husband. And when you're looking for a husband, you should be able to define the state of the child in your life. When the child has no connection with the father's side, look, it's difficult to marry a woman who has named the child after herself.
Because you have to take care of the child too.
No, I come and I want to marry, have a child, and the child is writing your surname.
That's when you marry me, maybe we'll change the child's name to your name. If you want.
Whose name?
Your name, if you want.
Why are you don't love the child?
I love the child, but you are the new father figure in the child's
How do I
life.
become new? I'm a new father figure, but where's the father?
Maybe the father is dead.
When the father is dead, it doesn't mean there's no family. Keep that in your head.
Some families don't take care.
If you have a family listening to me and they are not taking care of the child, they don't
no, wait. Does the law hold any family say? Nephew be baby? Does the law hold you now when he was doing this thing? You were not there. Hold you accountable, say. You must take care of that child.
You are writing Lutros, and the family knows that they have named a child called Lutros. And then you know I have a child with you. And I'm no more. So the family say, once I'm no more, their family is gone. Says who?
I mean, say you are my family, but it doesn't mean I have to come and take care of it. I'm sure
it's my family's responsibility to take care of me. You can sue them. And then, yes.
Oh.
It's easy. I mean, the man shall kwasi ebi ba o. The kwasi ebi ba na busuafo achiri kwa no mo hwa nkwala esafa. One na 27 no. One an kamfra.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, no see abrafo ban. Obi kana asem na abaji ama ho. Nkwala amaba. Vacuum. Ye to ankomo no so. The ambassador me share say. So in the first place, obabi a person wale. Ah, wo badada no. Make sure that you are able to define the father of the child. Number 2, who define the akrani papa na? Maye who the care the father is giving to the child.
So to your school fees are now set.
Or to your rent or money feeding fee. Akolana wo mere or the cost no. Establish those protocols. Eti obabi a wo tie me abema bia she onyinsa de ebufu otu abofra din uye within ni bayifu a wo mpa abofra ni daje.
What if she's equipped to take care of the child by herself?
She's equipped. The fact that you are equipped to take care of the child, you have no right
I don't need
your child. Anybody named by your mother, you will suffer on earth.
But what if the boy once obi on him no catch a bema na bema no wayira? The man
Abna me do
Sebi enuano mo mfa nche
Abna me nyemo. Na me kwa. As a son who am I now?
So wait, you didn't want to have anything to do with the child. After I told you I was pregnant, you literally ghosted me.
Because our sexual intercourse was meant for fun.
But I should name the child after you. Because you that you are not there for the child.
Hello.
Hi.
The father of a child is not the one who has a name, but is the one who impregnated. Because the DNA is not about the name, it's about the blood relation.
So you want the Anna or the
I don't want the Anna. In the first place, Abena, me and you, our sexual intercourse was not meant to bring us pregnancy. It
then
was for
why
fun.
didn't you use condom?
And why didn't you also be on a pill?
I didn't mind getting pregnant.
So
you
because-
mind.
So you didn't mind getting pregnant. So you know what you have in your mind. That you want to bring a child into this
But you
world
know some people
that
take
you have not
after
planned for. Hello,
pills and
hello.
it still doesn't
No,
work.
you are talking about after that it doesn't work. It means that it is still a mistake because once you took a pill, you are not ready for this and it has happened. So it's
So-
unwanted.
So I should handle it by
Hello,
myself.
nobody say handle it by yourself. It's unwanted and we have to take a decision on the child. And you want to take a stand. A decision is not a stand.
So abortion no. Maybe I also won't park abortion meaning say my life is at risk. Maybe I'm in person may abortion because I might die. Also say because I've taken a stand, that means we are not discussing then
Well, Obianka, you decided that you want to keep the child. It doesn't change the father of the child. Does it?
So because you don't want it. So even if you don't want
you
it.
decided to keep the child. Does it change the father of the child?
No.
So why won't you still give the name of the child?
The man that doesn't want the child.
See, you don't get a connection. If you love the child, you give the child's father's name to the child, whether the man likes it or not. So that as posterity will judge all of us, the child will grow to come and know who the father is. And that's what the blessing is. But based on this anger and misunderstanding, in Bebreno, muwie ewo kwan so na afi de mo de nkwala mo de mo maame mo papa ni mo din ato nkwala no. Nkwala ni nyi afi de na omo ntumi mfani omo center and orientation.
But we have children who are on papa no man show mo munyi omo yi ofo ni din free omo din so.
Obi a wonyi ayu papa din fu din su bia no. Se nya be yie na nya obi na atufo boni na se onye ni papa. E na oyu papa din fu din so so a onye yie da.
That's like 0277.
609644. No kura ne kan ye den ba obetie etwu se makoyirawa. The here ne se ti se ekogari nkrafo aduane ne ma before friend gobe. Tie 0277. Nkrafo ne aduane ne ba 609. Enya gobe. York gari 644. 0277.
609
I
644.
said Tonga Tali is still in the system. See,
Hey.
is say Nkwalana Giafa. Tonga Tali wo hopa opedia beji. Ginger honey chips in the area for Kai said the scholarship is still available. Let me take the opportunity to say thank you to all of you who have congratulated me, and for both of you, those of you who have decided not to.
We didn't anya ndan ka mensi him. Mensi da.
I want to keep my cool.
Mensi da.
You don't have a WhatsApp.
No. No, you
No, you don't have.
you
a
don't have
WhatsApp.
my new number.
Oh,
Me
no, you have a new number.
Yes.
You have a new number.
Yes.
You have a new number.
Yes.
You have a new number.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have a new number.
Yes.
Okay. No, I mean you have a new number, Abna. You Abna have a new number.
027.
No, you have a new number.
609 644. You see, accounts like a doctor.
No, you have a new number.
Respect upon
I
his
pray
name.
to God that you will be in distress and come with a new number and I won't respond. Because I know your number for how many years now?
It's there, but is it that the phone that number is in his
No,
post?
so after marriage, you can't maintain your old number.
No, it's there, but the phone nation when I say, and
So,
I already have this. So
No, but unfortunately, the phone that contains your old number
yeah,
is not working.
yeah.
But unfortunately, the new number cannot take the old number
No, I can't put the SIM inside this
because
one.
this is a marital phone.
It's not. Is there anything called marital food
But that is
counselor?
what, because you didn't have any number when I knew you.
And you're not
So after marriage, you got a new number.
KO FIE drive. I'm the one that took you. We did the ABENA MOET.
This well.
Na Novos Industries